Welcome back to the Hood Table, my hoodies. Thank you for tuning in today. Please make sure you like and share the video and subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. Please and thank you very much. I just have a little update information for you today on the police shooting of teenager Khia Bryant from Columbus, Ohio. A lot of you guys remember this situation. It happened on April 20th, which was a little while before we found out the jury's verdict of the Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, who had murdered, of course, George Floyd. Now, as you can recall, Khia Bryant, she was living in a foster home, and she had made reports to the police and to others of situations that were going on at the foster home, bullying, different problems she was having with girls. And on that day, April 20th, the police were called out, and they had saw Khia with a knife. She was wielding a knife, and she was going at someone, and who she had up against a car, and the police shot her and killed her. Now, the case has been under investigation. The officer who shot her was Nick Reardon, and of course, we saw a lot of us seen the video, but for some of y'all who didn't see the video, I'm gonna play a clip of our discussion we had on the Hood Table on our channel back in April, a couple of days after it happened, and a lot of us, were conflicted about the situation and how we thought police should have reacted, things like that. And then also it'll be a clip of the actual shooting that you will see. So viewer discretion is advised. I just want to say that really quickly. But yeah, so the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation, they have completed their review, according to Attorney General David Yost, and they're not putting out any details right now. But they said the process needs to work. The case has been turned over to the prosecuting attorney's office because they basically want to make sure that the community understands that they are doing what they feel is needed to do in this situation. And we will see if any charges will come upon that officer. So that's what they're doing right now. It's been turned over to the prosecuting attorney. So just make sure you guys like and share this video again. And I'm about to play this little clip of our discussion. Matter of fact, it was on Friday Night Live, and we had a couple of other YouTubers on the show with us tonight. Deanna Irvin and Melissa King were both on the panel with us, and then there was a few other people on the panel with us that night. But yeah, so check this out real quick, and then again after that is going to be the video of the actual shooting. So again, viewer discretion is advised, and put in the comments, how you feel about this whole situation for me. Okay, thank you. Okay, let me make sure the volume is already all the way turned up. Yeah, yeah. Mm.
Actually, you know what? Y'all want to talk about something? I got something we can talk about. Get everybody fired up.
All right, let's talk. What's up?
That 15-year-old girl that was shot in Ohio on that same day.
Yeah.
Who's watched the video or seen the video, and what's your opinion on that?
I haven't seen the video, but I heard the audio of her sister talking about what happened and what led up to the fight.
Yeah, you talking about that? I saw the video. I actually saw the video, and I'm don't judge me, but
it was a grown woman.
Don't judge me, but I'm kind of on the fence about that because when you look at the video, you see this person going at somebody with a knife.
But how old was she? 15 or 16, and the woman was like 29, 30 years old?
But she still was running and attacking people with knives.
And she was defending herself. They came on her property.
I'm just looking at what we saw. All we can know about what we saw.
But you know what? I think if they did, regardless of what she was doing, on account of she called them to her house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like the police should have took precaution, not shot her with a gun, but if they wanted to do with something, they should have tased her.
But you know they don't tase her. They don't tase her.
But that's the option that they have.
I know.
They don't never choose it, but they got it.
They don't never go for the taser. They always go for the gun.
Have you watched that video though?
I've seen it.
Go to the video.
I didn't see the video, but I still don't feel like nobody should be shot down 4 times.
Well,
so if you're going to shoot her, I still feel like you should have brought a taser.
I wholeheartedly agree. Nobody deserves to be shot down. But just like we convicted Chauvin based on that videotape, until you see the videotape, I ask that you try and keep an open opinion. Because I originally, when I heard that the girl was shot that day,
I
that's why you have to see.
I want to see the video.
You have to see the video.
But the next day, when I saw that video, it's a lot more than what people said. Oh, that cop got out and just started shooting.
That's why I said don't judge because
you watch the video, and they don't. I haven't seen a video where they actually showed the girl being shot. They normally stop it right before.
No, I've seen it when they shot her.
No, yeah, I've seen it when they shot her. I've seen that video.
Right there.
I saw the whole video when they shot her. And when the police arrived, she had already chased somebody with a knife, and they fell down on the ground. And then she turned around and she had her knife up in the air, and she was running to stab another person.
I seen the picture.
And the police
stabbed somebody already.
She was running. She was running to stab somebody. They fell on the ground, and then she turned around and she started running towards another person. She was right on them, and she was about to stab them. And that's when the police shot. So it's like
he let her get time.
I'm saying like Deanna said.
That's what I'm saying. You have to look at the video.
It ain't dead.
I believe that they don't use their tasers enough. That's what I'm saying. I believe they don't use their tasers enough. It's like shoot them and that's it. They always go for the gun first, and I think times, even though I know that this person with this knife should have been taken down somehow, because hell, she could have stabbed somebody to death.
Yeah,
but they always go for the gun first.
Yeah.
If a taser would have hit that girl will shoot shit everywhere. She was gonna drop that guy.
That's what I'm saying. They always go for the gun first. But I mean, every situation is different. Every situation is so different.
But what I'm saying is,
you know how that taser feels. You know what that taser would have did to that girl. I know.
Deanna went mute. Go ahead, Curtis. I mean, Mr. Sneaky My Lane.
No, all I'm saying is, from what I saw the video, I started seeing from when the officer arrived, got out of his vehicle. He didn't have a gun, taser, or anything in his hand. As he approached, he kept asking, "What's going on? What's going on?" And then that young lady, unfortunately, who died, pushed that big woman down.
That's the part I'm talking about.
Right as that officer got to there, she jumped up and goes running after that other girl. That's
with the knife, and she had her knife in the air.
She had that knife out, and that's when I seen the slow-mo. That's when he went for his gun, and she had it up like she was going to stab this other girl. Now,
because she was like right about to stab. She was right there.
I don't agree that anybody should be shot, especially a child. But you know what? We live in a society where we don't take responsibility for a lot of things that we do, even adults. She called 911. She did the right thing because she's about to be jumped. Then why are you outside when the police get there? I'm not blaming her.
She did the right thing when she called 911 because she ended up dying here. If she kind of stabbed somebody, they might have lived, depending on where she stabbed them.
She's in a position to call 911. Why doesn't she stay in that position where she's able to make a phone call?
You have to ask her that, but I'm still saying that the doctor, I'm saying that the police officer, If he saw somebody running after somebody, it shouldn't even been. Yes, thank you. It shouldn't have been that he steady asking what's going on. Y'all already saying that she outside pushing somebody down. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It ain't nothing to ask what's going on, and they didn't already told you that it's altercation there.
But see, then we also have to look at the fact that she wasn't just outside having an argument with she was the only one out there with a weapon. No, it was more than just a woman. It was like teenagers. There was a lot of people out there. But the thing is, it's like, okay, if you have, okay, picture this. If you outside, you didn't call the cops, but you outside and you running towards people with a gun, what do you think gonna happen?
You know, if you
the police is gonna do. We have to see. No, I'm not saying it's right what they did. I'm not saying it's right what they did. But I'm saying, what do you think gonna happen if a police came up to a scene and they see somebody running around with a gun, a knife, or something?
Okay, but
I agree with you there. That's what I was about to say.
And that's why I said. And that's why I said.
Jamming on police cars with.
But see, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying we have to go by what we have been seeing happen every day, all the time with police.
Right.
Now we see this shit on the news every day, all the time. So when you call the police, you know what could happen to you if you caught with a weapon. So you running around with a knife, threatening and challenging people and running towards people with a knife to stab them.
But Tanya.
And then the police pull up and they like, oh shit, somebody called for help. Which one of y'all called for help? This one right here running around with a knife. They don't know if that was her.
I try to figure it out instead of just shooting.
But she's running.
Only question
close to stabbing somebody with a knife. That's why I said you have to watch the video.
Where did you find it?
If I'm running up on you like this and I'm about to stab you in your throat.
Yeah, okay, the police.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. You have to watch the video. You have to
find it.
I don't know where the video is. They probably ain't even got it on here.
Because I ain't seen the video.
Oh, I'm sure you
but
can.
That's what I'm saying. The girl was in the process about to stab somebody, like in the process about to stab somebody. And the police come up. He's like, "What's going on? What's going on?" He see all this shit going on. I'm not saying that he should have shot her, but I'm saying just from history, the way we see shit going on in the black communities, like sometimes, like Curtis said, we have to be accountable. Like you running around with a weapon outside, the police pull up. They ain't about to go towards the people without the weapon. They ain't about to shoot the people without the weapon. They gonna try to take down the person with the weapon. And they had no idea. And they had no idea if she was the person who was calling the cops, or if she was the person who was calling for help, or if she was the person who was attacking the person who called for help. They had no idea when they showed up.
Right, and I understand.
And again, they could have tased her.
That's
they
why
could have
they
tased her.
trained to use other methods.
And that's what I'm saying. They could have tased her
down instead of shooting them.
But when you in a situation like that, do you think a police officer, are you thinking in your head when they show up, I hope they tase me?
No, but you know what? When they show up, they should have that in mind if they don't know what the situation is, especially because they supposed to be protecting people. So if I call you and it done jumped off out here outside, not saying that I'm probably gonna run out there because I probably wouldn't even call the police. I probably went on and stabbed the bitch and then
I'm like, okay, see.
Right. I wouldn't even call the police.
We still have a hood mentality.
Right,
okay?
I wouldn't even call the police.
Mm-hmm. Right, I'm thinking from both sides. Like, if I'm outside running around with a knife, I'm already seeing what the shit be going down in the damn media.
And I see where you
I'm gonna be. First of all, I'm scared to get pulled over by a cop. Okay, I'm scared to get pulled over by a cop. Terrified.
Yeah.
So if I'm running around outside with a damn knife, in my head, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, they're just gonna tase me." You know, we have to go by what's being on record. It doesn't make what they did right. I'm not saying that, but sometimes you have to think about what the fuck you doing when the police come up on the damn scene because they known to shoot and kill us. That's what I'm saying.
And I see where you're coming from. I see your point exactly.
But yeah, I think they should use tasers more often than their guns. I think they should, but they don't.
And they don't.
And I'm like, why the fuck do y'all have a taser if y'all don't want to? And then when they do use a taser, they damn near use it on the motherfucker for like 10, 15 minutes.
Right. So I mean, but yeah, it's just it was crazy.
It's like
I want to see the video.
I feel really bad for the little girl, but I'm like, when I have to tell my sons, like, when a police comes your direction, you have to do everything, including kiss their ass, kiss their feet, just to get home. And it's sad that we have to say that. It's sad. I have to tell my sons, and my sons, I raised them in the hood. So for me to say, if you get pulled over, kiss their ass as much as their ass as you can. Do whatever they say. If they say jump, say how high. I mean,
it's about survival.
And then after you get home, we'll deal with what they did to you if we have to take it to another level. But just get home, please. Like, we have to tell that to our kids. And so that's what I'm saying. I can see both sides of why. I can see why it happened. That's what I'm saying. I can see why it happened. It shouldn't happen, but I see why it happened. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, if you look at the video, that girl, I mean, she might have been like the victim, but she was running around with the pussy, and the cop shot her right when she was about to stab a woman. And then the thing is, like, when the cops got there, they don't know if she the one who called.
Yeah.
They don't have no idea who called when they come up on a scene.
Yeah, and I understand.
They had a whole bunch of pussy.
I understand all that,
but I'm just like,
right here up on him, sir.
Hey, Tanya, I put a link in the private chat.
What you say?
I put a link to the CBS News story that they did in the private chat.
Let me play the video for you guys because he just
watch the video. Look how close that girl too when first started off.
Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna show the video.
I didn't watch the entire story, but it's a complete story of what CBS did in the very beginning. They do show the video.
Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna let y'all go because I don't really want to see it. I'll let y'all next Friday.
Hey Mel, you won't see me next Friday, Mel, but you be well.
Huh?
You won't see me next Friday, but you be well.
I think. All right, Mel.
All right.
I think I forgot to turn the volume on. Okay, let's see what everybody's talking about.
How you doing, Keisha?
How you doing?
Yeah, y'all want to come back and get stuff going,
You said what?
3 hours in, I got y'all going.
Oh yeah.
Okay, here we go.
We want to go now to Columbus, Ohio, where police released body cam footage just hours after an officer shot and killed a 16-year-old girl. CBS's David Begnaud has the new details tonight.
It all happened in just 11 seconds, from the moment Officer Nicholas Reardon is seen arriving at the scene to when he fired 4 shots at Michaela Bryant. Police say they were responding to a 911 call about someone who had a knife. When Officer Reardon arrived, Bryant appears to be chasing one girl before threatening another. Slowed down, police say the video shows 16-year-old.
She was about to stab her right there.
Officer Reardon repeatedly shouts, "Get down," and then he fires. Does the Columbus Police Department policy state that the officer must declare he is about to shoot before he does shoot?
We try, but it is not a policy requirement that you yell your intent to fire your weapon.
A second officer starts performing CPR on Bryant almost immediately. She later died. A knife can be seen nearby. In a very unusual move, police released the video just 6 hours after the shooting.
Based on this footage, the officer took action to attack another.
You know why they released it so fast? Because of all this other shit that's going on.
This never should have happened. She's a loving girl.
I'm a father. Her family is grieving. Regardless of the circumstances, a 16-year-old girl lost her life.
You know, on social media, a lot of people are asking.
Yeah, so there was 2 calls made. There was a call made by her, and then there was a call made by, I think that's where the conflict is, because she called first, and then somebody else called and said somebody was running around with a knife trying to stab people. So when the police got there and they saw this person running around with a knife trying to stab people, they probably might have thought that that was the person that the girl initially called on. You know what I mean? But I don't know. But I still think that I don't know. It's every situation is so different.
It is, but it's bullshit.
Like,
I still think that he picked up the wrong thing. If he had attacked her just as quick as he shot her, she would have had the same reaction and dropped that damn knife.
I agree 100%.
Yeah,
real shit.
I agree too.
Don't get me wrong. I can't stand seeing black people mowed down. Trust me. I'm tired of seeing us mowed down. Every time I see like that video of that little white boy that actually stabbed an officer, he's still walking behind him with a fucking gun. That shit pisses me off because it's a fact of life.
Right.
There are different rules for them, but there ain't shit we can do about it. But it don't mean that we have to be ignorant to the fact and think that we're the same and we're going to be treated the same. We still have to hold ourselves accountable and hold ourselves to a different standard that everybody else can hold themselves to. We always have, and we always will.
Yeah.
So don't think that for 1 minute I'm okay with what happened. I used to work.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not okay with it.
I can't stand it to this day. And I know people who were on police forces. I have family who were police force, and I can't stand any of that shit. They can't stand it. You know, it's not right. It is not right, and it should never happen. But you know what? I teach my boys every day, and my boys are mixed. I teach them every day, even though they don't believe me. When you get pulled over, you are black. Regardless of what your friends may think, regardless of how you may act, regardless of how well-mannered you are still going to be a black boy when you get pulled over, and you need to act accordingly.
And it don't matter if you're a sergeant or a general in the military.
Right.
But you know what? Another thing is, too, that could be a mind state, too, because just like they saying that she called the police and she was out there high-headed and still doing whatever, they going to stop calling the police, and these kids going to continue to go into people's houses because they already know that ain't no telling. Everybody scared to call the police now because ain't nobody trying to die. It's like it's a mental thing that they instilling in them. What they already instilled in us, so we know we can't trust them no way. You know what I'm saying? But it's also letting these people know that, okay, well, we could probably get away with this because she ain't trying to call the police. They see what happened to the other girl.
Yeah.
So it's just so many ways you can look at that shit.
Girl. Okay, everyone. So that was a clip of our commentary on the Khia Bryant shooting that happened back in April. So you guys, please let me know what you think about this situation. And of course, I will keep you guys posted and updated as soon as we get more information or details on the case. Again, it has been presented to the prosecutor's office, so it's now in their hands to move forward with that. We don't know which way it's going to go yet, but again, I will keep you updated. Everybody, thanks again for tuning in this afternoon. It is hump day, and make sure you like and share the video and subscribe to the Hood Table. Thank you. Bye.